My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Age Technology Screen. Sorry it's early in the morning, but those of you who know me by now, my brain just never shuts off. So, I got to thinking about something interesting. I wanted to design a screen paint that was really, really interesting. So, this is what we came up with. Something different. I know there's only supposed to be 4 of the Phoenixes, but brain doesn't shut off that easy. So, ideas will come to the mind, blessings will come to the mind, and it's just, I just make them as I go along. So, what is interesting about this particular product right here, it can do something that no other screen paint can do. It can actually mimic a contrast level very easily, but also to maintain extremely, extremely high snow whites. So, let me show you the container so you can see what it looks like. And some of you are probably looking at look at that. That looks like everyday blue paint, right? Just stare at the container right there. All right, so let's go over here. I got some of it painted already on this surface right here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to paint the 100-inch I have outside, and because we already have a black Phoenix in here. That's the technology right there. So that coating, as light as it is, because one of the things I saw about Screen Innovation, they got this white screen, and somehow when it turns to the side, it turns dark. And I thought it'd be interesting to have something like that, but a little different. But this one is actually kind of a light blue, but it actually converts to black. So let me see if I can find a remote control so I can show you exactly some of the cool things this thing does. I made a gallon of it, so I have plenty to play around with. See if you can find our remote control. Just recently had my remote control. It's probably in the kitchen, knowing me. I'll show you the container again while we're going back in the kitchen. I set down my remote control again. There it is. Left it in the kitchen as usual. So, or is this maybe it? It might not be it. I'm not sure. All right. So here's the product right there. And let's see if I can track down the remote control. I just lost that fast. Hopefully it's the one in my hand. And I'll walk in front of the screen. See the color of it? Watch this. Doesn't look like it's in the container, does it? But it's on the container. We'll paint it in tomorrow. Let me see if I got the controller in my hand first. Nope, don't got it. So that means it's running somewhere. I'll set it down. I can't count the TV over here. That's the TV. That's the downside of having so many fire sticks in your home. Trying to figure out which one is which. That's the problem. Let me see, it might be over here. Let me see if this is it. There we go. See how it looks black? But that paint is actually a sky blue. So that's what's interesting. I don't know what we're going to call it. What is it going to be? Don't even really know. But I do like the fact that it can pick up at a very, very high white level because it's a very light color, but also too can maintain a contrast level at the same time. So let's turn off the fan. It's already dried. Now, this is just for now. Tomorrow morning, we're going to do a paint on demonstration. We're going to paint the 100-inch because we don't need that anymore because I already have a black Phoenix in the next room. I think I'm going to do a motorized projection screen with this stuff. All right, so let's go over to our start for demonstration. Pull that up. First, you have to go through a few commercials first. Oh, sound on this one? And there you go. Let me make sure my screen is dry. No, we're still a little wet. Put the fan down low. And I need to adjust my screen. That's what happens when you late at night usually. tells me things. You know, people sit there and go, oh, God doesn't tell you anything. Yeah, have you seen the technology I'm designing? My technology I'm designing now is far more surpassed than what we had in Nova 17. We don't have anything like this that could do this. I can draw on that light. Now, keep in mind, like I said, I made a comment about a silver screen. We may have one. We may have literally have a silver screen that can pull up a contrast level. We may have one. This one does exactly what I needed to do, and it passes, the code works exactly what I want. You could very well have a high-grade silver screen that can produce a very heavy contrast level. A lot of testing, let's see. Let's go over and, I need to bring my whatchamacallit a little bit. So I'm a little bit over too far. Okay, just give me a minute, I'm just trying to go through my remote controls here. Okay, so over a little bit. That's better. Okay. Let me get that lead light out too. These need to be off. Alright. Panasonic 4K. So tomorrow when you see me paint this thing on, you're going to be a bit shocked. It basically is a light blue, but it's producing contrast right now. Now, is it producing 100% contrast like the blacker screens? No, but it's mimicking a very high contrast level. Let's go to this one right here. I want to get that Panasonic 4K demonstration. There we go. This is what I was asking for. Tell me that's not amazing. That's crazy, ain't it? So what I figured out in the basement was one of the things I saw with Screen Invasion, he had a white screen in his hand, and he turned it around and it turned black, and I was like, wow, that's impressive. So I thought, how close could we come to that technology? And there it is right there. This was just designed tonight. About 20 minutes from now, this was already made. This will allow us to be able to have contrast and extremely high white levels at the exact same time. Now, when this is done, I'm going to take the screen off. I'm going to lay it down in front of the other black screen, and you'll see where it turns blue. And no, it's not chameleon paint, because chameleon paint, and I've seen cars painted with chameleon paint, when you move in different directions, it changes. The screen doesn't change. Now I need to paint this to this is a 50-inch screen. This needs to be painted to a full 100-inch in order for me to see exactly what I'm going to get out of it. Because right now, even at 50 inches, it's still compressed. But the fact that it's showing, we had a light blue product in there. I'll show when I take the screen off, it's going to be light blue. And it's actually converting black. Let's go over to some heavier contrast levels. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Quite frankly, when developing, I was making it, I didn't think it was going to react this way. I wanted something like a really, really high, bright white levels, extremely high white levels. Didn't know it was going to convert like this in the black levels. Let's go over to show how high the white levels are. That's how high the white levels are in the technology. Now, I'm going to turn my projector off over here. Let me show you the color of the screen. Oopsie, got my so that's right here. That's the color of the screen. Told you, they're blue. Very light blue, and can produce a black contrast level. Isn't that interesting? Well, that's the end of the demonstration. Just want to show you that really quick. I have to get ready for tomorrow. I have work to do. Looks like we got exactly what I prayed for. Now we have technology now that we can have light colors, and we can produce heavy contrast levels off of it. Now you saw that screen. That screen's blue. Very, very light blue. You can produce a black level. That's the slate. So this is the, I made a gallon of myself for the dark slate. This is going to be painted on the big wall we got upstairs in my tech room. So that's going to be done tomorrow. And then I got orders to take care of for customers tomorrow too also. So yeah, I'm going to get a chance to experiment this. I'm going to actually paint this on a much larger screen. Oh man, that is so beautiful. I think the next thing I have to work on is get a silver one. That'll be my next one, a silver screen. That'll be my next one, because now since we figured out how to get contrast levels to pop off on lighter screens, the next step is going to be able to design one much lighter than that one. And maybe one day we'll have a white screen, just like Screen Innovation. All right, with that being said, thank you for your time. Got to go, and God bless.